My name is Ramsey, welcome back to Slay the Spire, the main series. We're going to be doing a daily climb. Oh, by the way, my apologies about that last episode having the in-game sound muted. I have no clue what happened there. But what I do know is I recorded an episode of this yesterday, and it got lost. Whether or not the hard drive was full, I'm not going to say, because then it's obviously my fault. So it's ambiguous as to whether or not I tried to record to a full hard drive, and as a result, am slightly more behind schedule than I'd like to be. Oh well. Daily climb. Daily challenge for October the 9th of 2018 is the character Ironclad. Heirloom starts with 1 relic. Blue cards now appear in rewards and shops, and Colossus. Enemies have bonus HP but drop better rewards. Between those last two, obviously both of, or rather each of them, are new to me, so that's why I want to do the daily in particular. We'll check these 100. Oh no, it's doing the thing where it says unknown. Oh no. Just a hell of a lot of Pokemon from the Unknown Ruins right here. All right. Well, let's just try and get 1,000. Let's just win the run, actually. Okay, time for a challenge, sure. Plated armor. Start each combat with 4 plated armor. That is to say, not plated armor, but thread and needle. Okay, so where are the... Ooh. 3 elites. Enemies have bonus HP but drop better rewards. I hope that just doesn't mean they drop rare cards, because if so, that's not necessarily better. You still need an underpinning of other cards. Like, a barricade deck is fine. If you don't have body slam, what are you doing with your barricade deck? Like, that kind of thing. So I'm very much hoping it's not rare cards. I'm hoping it's, you know, more money, or... No, just that. More money. Potions? I don't know if potions would make up for the downside, but more money gets closer. Now, as soon as I see enemies with significantly greater than average HP, I'm starting to think, well, okay, where do we get ridiculous damage early? Or, alternatively, how do we scale ridiculously? So scaling ridiculously for the Ironclad can happen in 2 different directions. You've got Entrench for defense scaling, or block scaling. And then you've got Limit Break for... finish this. Then you've got Limit Break for strength scaling. Well, I got 38 in terms of money. I got a potion and then a card selection. All right. I'm actually going to take Rip and Tear. Rip and Tear is really, really, really good in terms of his damage early on. Max HP there as well. Upgraded card. Get that Rip and Tear upgraded. 4 damage extra. Hell yeah. Removal, probably. Yeah. Remove a strike and then upgrade the Bash. And now we can start taking out elites. Bash, Rip, Tear. I mean, we're covered. That's basically what the... Oh gosh, do I want to take damage this time? Not really. But that's basically what I've been setting up for this entire time. The ability to take out the elites in the later part. And also, it's going to help me because obviously the things that I pick up to take out the elites are heavy in the damage direction, let's say. They should also assist me against the hallway fights. Sweeping Beam, Perfected Strike. Because there's blue cards showing up occasionally instead of red cards, I don't think Perfected Strike as a strategy is really going to work. The defect has exactly 1 strike card outside of their basic cards, and it's Thunderstrike. Could take Sweeping Beam. It's not bad. Yeah. It's not bad in particular because it's really good in this combat. That said... Woo, with that double hit, I actually still have to continue focusing you until they get you down. That said, we are going to have a lot of difficulty in this. Sweeping Beam is still helpful here, but that doesn't mean it's going to be enough. I'm going to throw out the strike and then just play the defend. So I only get 1 hit against my plated armor here, which means I only lose 1 charge of plated armor. As well as the 9 HP, but the 1 charge of plated armor is the part I really care about. Now, unfortunately, I can't kill this turn, which is an extreme problem. Did I cause it for myself? Yeah, Yeah, I could have killed this turn if I played Bash Strike on the Sentry, right? No, because Bash Sweeping Beam is the same amount of damage. So what I needed to do is draw a strike here, and unfortunately I didn't. Damn. I'll make it so that just a passing strike in the right direction kills that Sentry, or, you know, Sweeping Beam, although I'll probably want to kill it before that. If I defend again, I'm actually fully defended this turn. At the cost of 2 dazed, I set myself up for much better later turns. Right. All's good so far. I don't know what these extra rewards are, but I really wish sometimes that these would be a little bit more explicit. What are better rewards? Am I going to get 2 relics from an elite? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so Sweeping Beam, then Rip and Tear has the exact damage to kill the backline Sentry, which means that I play them in that order so that Rip and Tear can't deal 9 damage to the backline twice, and as a result, waste a bunch of damage that otherwise could have been helpful. Could draw lethal super easily here. That'll do it. Alright, Smiling Mask. The merchant's card removal service now always costs 50 gold. There's Whirlwind. We definitely take that. Or a Calcum, if you enter turn without block, gain 6 block. That's extremely powerful because it'll upgrade, or rather, it'll give us block on the turns when we have none because of the Whirlwind. Definitely Vajra because of the selections I've already made. I've got a lot of multi-hits in my deck already. And then we'll card remove to get another strike out of there. Okay, so set up on the Lagavulin. What does that mean to me? I think set up on the Lagavulin to me actually just means having a better next hand. Like, this is a really garbage next. Oh, is it a garbage next sound? Yeah, it is, because we want Bash before the Rip and Tear. Which we can actually play this turn. I think we actually have to open fight this turn. I'm not happy about it, but I think that's the case. Okay, so if I play the defend, even if I play both defenses, I'm not fully protected this turn. Is that true? 13, 4, 17. Yes, I'm not fully defended this turn even if I do that. So I actually may just go all offensive here because I block for 10 even without blocking. And then for 9 this turn. It's super important that we still have the Bash active for the upcoming Rip Tear. We actually managed to kill the Lagavulin in basically the amount of time we would have expected to kill a Lagavulin in. I'm surprised about that. Ornamental Fan. Every time we play 5 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 attacks in 3 attacks. There we go. In a single turn, gain 4 block. Ball Lightning is actually pretty interesting for this deck because we only have 1 orb slot. So Ball Lightning is like, you know, 10 damage, 13 damage by itself, but every Ball Lightning after the first Ball Lightning is, you know, what, 18 damage? For 1 energy? That's pretty big. Whirlwind. Yep. Killed him. Definitely Inflame. Definitely Inflame. All right, we'll Sweeping Beam first, just in case we draw Inflame in particular. Got Ball Lightning. All right, I'm actually going to go all aggressive this turn. Blocks all but 1 source of damage. That frontliner is now dead to the Whirlwind AoE, though. Yep. Nice. Unfortunately, playing 3 attacks actually defends us less than the Orichalcum, so a lot of the time, we're not really going to want to play 3 attacks. Oh, hell yeah, we get to not play 3 attacks this turn. Lovely. Hell yeah. That was a good fight. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power in hand, or rather, whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. Beam Cell is a very cheap vulnerability setup. Totally makes sense in this deck because we want to cut Bash. Okay, how much time do we have to set up in this deck? Not that long. Not that long. I think upgrading the beam cell, getting that extra turn of vulnerability so that I can, use my most damage effective attacks on the slime boss, but still get the damage in. I think that's enough. Flame. Nothing else I have to do this turn. We're good. There's 3 slimes. Now, Whirlwind for 16 by 3. Well, that's definitely not going to be your split yet. Getting closer to it, though. Dash, ball, lightning. Okay. So, ideally, I would defend this turn. I don't know if we can play around the ideal. Damn. Just defend this turn? Or maybe I Gambler's Brew, look for a different hand? If I ball lightning, that's 15. That means you split, right? 210, 105. So 15 takes you down to 109, and then the orb slot. Okay, that doesn't actually split you. I don't care about perfecting. I care about the most effective boss kill I can get. I was looking specifically for Beam Cell as well here. I'm actually gonna Gambler's Brew, seeing if I can get it. Nice. Beam Cell, Rip and Tear, and then... Actually, the strike was more damage than Whirlwind there. I forgot that strike was upgraded. Whirlwind. If I split them poorly, that could have been kind of unwinnable. There's the Limit Break. Yep. I took up the Inflame and also the Vajra because I pointed out earlier that to break out of the kind of general curve of the game, I'm gonna need some extra strength. I'm gonna need something like a Limit Break. I'm gonna need an Entrench. And we didn't have the Entrench early, so... I'll take the Cursed Key here as the energy relic. Whenever we open a non-boss chest, we obtain 1 curse, so we're just not going to be opening those. There's a 3 elite path. Pretty happy to take it. Also has a relatively early shop. The off-bads. I've got to remind myself, playing this... I was about to say, playing this defend is a wrong action, but because I attacked 3 times and the Orichalcum was already not going to trigger, it became correct. Very hopeful that we get Necronomicon this turn. This floor. Is Rebound ever correct? Rebound is a way to put Limit Break back on top of the deck, but the problem is it relies on having Rebound and Limit Break in the same hand in a deck that doesn't really have that much draw. So it's like it's a combo that we will get off a couple times maximum. Doom and Gloom is actually kind of interesting. It's a little bit more AoE in this deck as well. But it generates that Dark Orb, and that Dark Orb is kind of just going to gestate for a long period of time because we don't have that many other orbs to generate. I don't think any of those are actually viable, though. As much as I'd love to take them, if I hadn't removed any strikes from my deck yet, I would, but I have, so I won't. Savvy? I only need to put them on the ground, so I got to play cards beforehand, and sure, just an extra point of strength. Seems good. Ooh, I bet there was an order I could have attacked in there that would have killed everything. Oh, I bet that's the case. Damn. Now I'm mad I didn't do that thing. Streamline. I wonder if this is a stream... No, it's not. No, I would never play it the first time is the problem. It's close, though. Ritual Dagger? Ritual Dagger could have a place in this deck. Oh, no, it's so hard to kill things, of course. Yeah, Ritual Dagger has to climb a lot higher before it's as effective as it would be in the base game. That is to say, in the base game, Ritual Dagger is really good because you upgrade it a couple times and then it starts just one-shotting enemies. But one-shotting enemies is going to be really difficult with Colossus. I'll take the 99 gold. 999, sorry, just 99 gold. Apparition? We have a lot of cards in our deck to upgrade. We could probably take that and then start building thicker, which would be like Apparition Limit Break. Medical Kit is the ability to remove wounds from hand and things like that, but we don't really gain any of those. If I have Apparition, then I probably take Peace Pipe because I actually want to remove cards from the deck. and then I can take the actions to do that because... Sorry, Apparition, Apotheosis. Because Apotheosis upgrades all of my cards, so I don't need to use... Okay. And we'll remove another strike. Obviously, I have to upgrade Apotheosis, but... Well, not necessarily. Yes, playing fewer than 3 attacks. Right. That means I don't play the defense. Okay. There goes our perfect bonus. I know, and here I thought I was going to get it as well. Unfortunately, because the frontliner is debuffing me and so is the backliner, I can only stop the backliner if I kill them this turn. If I limit break, then bash sweeping beam, I think I get it. Nope. Just short. Unfortunately, sweeping beam wouldn't show me its vulnerability, but I could have easily checked that myself. Unfortunately, I mostly have skills in this deck, so this is going to be... mostly have attacks in this deck, rather, so this is going to be a problem. Uh-huh. There goes my Whirlwind, by the way. Literally, you know, just waiting to draw that the entire combat. It's cool. Backliner is dead. Then defense, strike. Actually, that should have been on this Taskmaster. Yeah, because I'm planning on AoE finishing the fight. That's actually a pretty ridiculous amount of block, right? So imagine upgraded. It's 10. It's 10 plus 2 plus an evoke, right? So 5. 10, 2, 5, 17 for 2 energy. That's actually pretty low. Obviously, you get the consistent one as well, but I don't think that has a place in this deck at this point. Immolate is effectively going to be a bad Whirlwind with the amount of strength that we intend to have in this deck consistently. I'm going to prevent you from confusing me. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Alright. Takes 5 this turn, but everything's upgraded. There's the 2 limit breaks in particular. And now we should basically be able to kill with whatever draw. Yeah, 33 damage twice, rather. That was pretty good. Another elite, thank you. Ooh. Alright, there, that's more like it. 9 4 times 36. Nice. Literally exactly what I needed to get the frontliner down. Okay, and we Apotheosis before we ever play a single limit break, so this is really good. Right. Okay, I do actually just want to straight up kill one of you as well. Just so that the backliner, that is to say the Gremlin Leader, is not guaranteed to attack this turn. Whereas they are guaranteed to attack if both of them survive. Okay. Another limit break, and now I can sweeping beam for the kill on those. Hell yeah. Taking out these elites left, right, and center. I love it. Stone Calendar. The end of turn 7, deal 40 damage to all enemies, as well as a turbo. Well, turbo is a way to, you know, up the Whirlwind's damage. I actually do need a little extra energy in this deck right now. Take turbo. Yeah, wasn't supposed to open that. That's my bad. Blood Bowl at the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP. It's okay. Okay. So this will be 18, 4 times 18. Well, I mean, with defended enemies. I didn't need to calculate whether it killed or not because we've got Sweeping Beam in the next hand, so... Yeah, there's the Sweeping Beam. If I strike, I take 1 damage this turn and also lose a plated armor, so I think I don't. I win this fight inevitably anyway, so... Here's the vulnerability, and... I can't Limit Break yet. I can Inflame, then Limit Break, then Turbo, then Whirlwind. Yeah. Core Surge! Gain 1 artifact as well as 11 damage. That's actually a surprisingly powerful effect. I mean, it'll let us keep flexes. Could consider that as a strategic option. Yikes. Still gonna get those limit breaks in play. Okay. Alright, I can prevent myself getting weakened at the end of the turn, so that's what Core Surge is for here. Unfortunately, I'm still taking a fair bit of damage, though. Ouch. Alright, 24 incoming this turn also. Okay. Should be able to kill in this upcoming turn with just, like, Limit Break hit. But... Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't defend this turn, so go for the damage. Bottle Flame. Upon pick up, choose an attack card at the start of combat. Start with that card in your opening hand. It obviously has to be Whirlwind because it clears out the chump mobs really quickly. Golden Idol. Obtain a special relic and lose the Golden Idol. The special relic is Bloody Idol. Whenever you gain gold, heal for 5 HP. It's really good. Thinking none of these. Like, I think I left the Entrench build. I could just take a Mango. It does seem like I'm getting a lot more money than I usually would, so... I think the better rewards is more money. Yeah, I'm gonna take... Oh, no! It's the combination of the Bloody Idol and having more bank and going for a lot of fights. I think that actually did it. Right, we'll remove the doubt there. Still do need to upgrade Apotheosis, sorry. Okay, I should have played the... Limit Break in the opening hand. Go! Cleave, Intimidate, and True Grit. No, thank you. I will Smith the Apotheosis. And now it's card removal from now on out. Alright, Bronze Automaton, show me what your Bronze Automaton got. Cool. Alright. The other Core Surge is probably going to be taken from the deck rather than the Limit Break, I think. Now, obviously, there was a better ordering of that, but who's to say? Oh, the Limit Break got top. I thought if I said it confidently, it would have just happened. Oh, well. There's an order in which I could have played that hand where it doesn't risk the possibility of me not lowering the cost of the bash, and that's obviously what I should have done. Alright, so now we get the orb. But the thing is, I think we actually have to play Turbo just to get another Limit Break out there, because that's how we win. Now, the Fairy in a Bottle is specifically how we win against this attack, because we're not defending against that attack. Screw that, right? So I'm going to Limit Break, Sweeping Beam. Hey, nice. Got the limit break back. Cool. Rips out. And I'm going to die this turn. And then the enemy dies next turn. Ish. Come on, if I had more attacks in that hand, that obviously would have been a given. Alright. Creative AI versus Brutality versus Fiendfar. I think none of these. Yeah, not for us. Thanks for the opportunity, game, though. Busted Crown. Future card reward screens have 2 fewer cards from which to choose. The thing is, I think we just have to take whatever the energy offering is here, particularly because of Whirlwind. And the other ones didn't give energy, so kind of narrowed that one down for us. No matter what path I go on, it starts here, so... So Whirlwind, 7 by 9 is 63. That's just short of the damage to kill literally anything here. That said, I think it's still the correct thing to do. So we heal 6 at the end of the fight, and then we heal 5 from picking up the gold at the end of the fight as well. But most importantly, this helps us prevent the next turn, and the next turn could have been a lot worse because they can't do 2x attacks on the first turn, but they can on the second turn. So getting closer to killing them by that second turn, I think, was worth it. Unfortunately, there's a spiker here. I'm just going to deal with the HP loss. I really want another relic. Wow. Cop no lumps. Okay, now there's some lumps. It's getting a little lumpy now. Yeah, now I'm uncomfortably lumpy. Damn. Healed up pretty significantly, though. Right, shop time. Membership card seems like a great idea just because of the amount of money that we're getting on this run. So 50% discount on all products seems great. We will take the Red Skull because we are actually at low HP a lot of the time. I could take Sundial. Deck is actually relatively thin, especially after the first play. Exhaust. Exhaust, technically. Exhaust. And then we'll remove another card. Skim is like so close to playable here. Skim is playable. Skim is playable. When I said so close to playable, it's so close that it is indistinguishable from playable. Okay. This line gives me the elites later, which is Mercy. That was a misclick. I was clearly trying to cast Limit Break. Well, let's pretend what I actually wanted to do there was get myself below half HP so that all future fights are going to be easier. That's clearly what it was, so we can scale off of our limit breaks faster. Funnily enough, that's actually not like a entirely untenable reason to do that either. We have enough energy to cast Meteor Strike, don't we? We do. So if we ever cast Meteor Strike, what do we get? We get 2 evoked plasma orbs. So we get 4 energy back immediately. We get 24 damage. We get, you know, a plasma orb in play from then on out. I think I take Meteor Strike and the card removal. All right, I think I take Meteor Strike. I do need to start removing these defends. We don't really use them. Inflame. Limit Break. I mean, I could Whirlwind right now, but it's killing these daggers anyway, so I'm going to skim looking for the other Limit Break. I mean, pretty serious damage on the first turn right there. That'll get it done. Yeah, second pre-upgraded Rip and Tear. I could actually totally see that going in this deck, and as a result, I put it in this deck. Do I want to go for 2 elites? Let's think about it. Nemesis, like, brutally murders me, but the thing... Pair, raising max HP by 10, not bad. Unfortunately, I just put another curse in my deck, which is stupid. Oh, well, at least it exhausts on the first turn. That's not half bad. And this is actually the fight against which we are going to be the most powerful, so... As much as I want to Apotheosis first, it has to be Meteor Strike. And I can't play the Apotheosis if I do it in the other order. Limit Break. Yeah. This is the fight that's going to be the easiest for us to win because we get 5 turns basically worth of setup, the way we have to have so little defense per turn that it's kind of negligible. Yeah, specifically because of the limit breaks in the deck is why this isn't a problem. Break number 1, draw a card. Get him in with the damage. Alright, okay, so we lose a little bit of HP here. But then I get to limit break. I could Whirlwind right now for lethal. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerability take 75% more damage rather than 50% more damage. Could be useful. Further validates the... Hang on, let's skim first here. I want to be in this fight for a really short time, so I'm actually going to limit break, Core Surge. But the Paper Frog further validates the pickup of the... Let it load in your brain, Ryan. Further validates the pickup of... Nope. Beam Cell. There we go. Whew. Remembered it right at the very end. If I Apotheosis first, was that going to be lethal? Because I thought that was already lethal, is the reason I did it. Capacitor for the ability to keep some of those plasma orbs is probably a great idea, actually. Whirlwinds in the first hand, thankfully, and we just Whirlwind. It's 4 days in a deck of 19. Great. Hell yeah, that worked out. I love it. I'll actually take Pommel Strike for the card draw. I think we can thicken up here at the very end. Upgrade all cards. Obviously not. Already got the Apotheosis in the deck for that, bud. I'd love to Rip and Tear first, but I actually have to Whirlwind. Because the Rip and Tear would activate the 20 block, and then the Whirlwind has to go through that block before I can actually start dealing actual damage. I'm also more than happy to go below half HP here. Capacitor is particularly fine because it's 0 cost, technically, because of the Mummified Hand. Or rather, it has 0, like, cost impact. Right, and then... no kill? Actually, that should be a kill. Yup. Turnip, you can no longer become frail as well as Pommel. I guess it would be upgraded, sure. Nemesis, this is the exact fight I was worried about. I can't, but the thing is I need the limit breaks to ball out of control. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I need to play the limit breaks multiple times. Otherwise, I'm just not going to win against the Nemesis here, particularly because of that. Thank you for doing it right now. I'm going to use Evolve. You know what? I'm actually going to Core Surge my Speed Potion, get extra defense here. I think over the course of this fight, that could be important. I have to pummel for the 25 right there, just because I wanted the extra block from the Ornamental Fan trigger. Alright, well, hopefully we get like, well, that, I guess. That works. $29 twice. 8 takes 2. 9, 9, 16. 9, 16 is 25. 25 plus vulnerability is... 25 plus vulnerability is 37. 37 twice is lethal. Cool. Limit break Rip Tear. Woo! Oh, actually, we had extra damage because of the Paper Frog adjusting the amount of damage we do from vulnerability. Gosh, I would take another Rip Tear, but I think it's more important that I cycle back through to my other cards. I want to rest here. Yeah, I'm gonna rest. Probably not best to play the Inflame. So yeah, I'm just not perfecting any fights. This is going to be like an extremely lackluster score. Ooh, skin? Hey, Apotheosis allows me to play the shield break this turn. Excellent. Alright. And we no longer have any plated armor. Cool. That's a huge downgrade in terms of our damage. I had to play that there so that I have the ability to play the get a ridiculous amount of energy from Meteor Strike from now on. Well, got the extra strength there, nice. I think I'm going to say pummel for the next phase, and then I'm just going to pummel literally just once to kill the second phase. That gave me the energy to get Inflame out there. Nice. All right, there's your 41, so I can't... Could defend this turn. Yes. See if it's necessary. Oh, it's not. Pummel. Alright. Not a half bad game. Yeah, 881. We're even far below the hundreds. I have to imagine we're somewhere in the like thousands, maybe even. Oh, that was an interesting mod, Colossus. I really wish it would be more explicit. I think it is just maybe double money is what it is. If anyone knows, feel free to tell me in the comments down below. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.